Hello everyone, this is the Mad Salvi letting you know that unless things are proven with Twitter posts and stuff like that and have actual proof behind it, treat everything in this thing as a theory. I will try to mark certain things as news and theory and everything like that to kind of let you guys understand, but also, you know, use a critical mind. And I hope you do enjoy. Big story breaking really pretty much on this whole thing. Official tweet from Any Color in regards to a lawsuit filed. I want to see what everyone thinks about it, but in my opinion, like, they're actually kind of doing something. But at the same time, why do I feel like it's gonna just use this to just straight up silence people? Lawsuits are a lot of times are used to silence people, unfortunately. However people see it, it is a lot of times used to silence somebody. A lot of times it's used to make people kind of not question things. But let's see what this one's all about. According to the Any Color direct post, it says, we have filed a lawsuit seeking damages against individuals who have engaged in malicious defamation and libel against Nijisanji livers, primarily our affiliate liver Kaida Haru. In addition to pursuing above civil liability, we've also filed a complaint with the local police station for obstruction of business in order to pursue criminal liability, which was accepted. Please see the image in the following page for details. So let's take a look at who Kaida Haru is. This is Kaida Haru. Kaida Haru is a virtual YouTuber with Nijisanji JP. It's a Japanese one. It started from 2020, so they've been there for around, actually by now, it's actually been 4 years. Currently 29 years of age. It's a prominent researcher from Oma Empire who studies evil and demons. So this is the person that they're talking about who is currently involved in the whole lawsuit thingamadigs that they're doing. And I have for you as well the machine translated version, because it's always good to have a machine translated version for you guys who, of course, like myself, cannot read Japanese. Here we go. We have regarding our response to extremely malicious slander, vandalism, etc. against our company's affiliated liver, Haru Kaida. Thank you very much for your continued support of the virtual liver groups Nijisanji and Nijisanji EN. Any Color Co. Ltd., hereinafter referred to as the company, has previously taken action, legal action regarding the following post made by our affiliated livers, mainly Haru Kaida. The so-called vandalism in which persistent comments are posted repeatedly in a short period of time with the intention of disrupting live streaming on YouTube. On the SNS service X, you may attach hashtags related to our company and our affiliated livers, including Haru Kaida, to attach images or videos that use the visuals of our affiliated livers without permission, and then use them to harass others. Basically, this person did attach images of Haru Kaida from what I'm seeing, and they also did tag vandalism, which is basically, I guess, harassing them, defamation according to Japanese laws. Number of grotesque images that cause discomfort and are repeatedly posted. So they, according to what Any Color is saying, they posted like grotesque images either of maybe gore, guro, any of that type of stuff, maybe threatening images of, you know, other type of violence involved in this whole thing. Threat of harm to our affiliated livers participated in a live event sponsored by the company. So stuff like that, either way, whether you like Nijisanji or not, that is never acceptable to send that type of stuff around there. And at least they're doing something good. When we filed a lawsuit requesting the disclosure of sender information regarding the accounts that made each of the above posts, the information of each sender was disclosed. So they sent it to the SNS service, the service, whether it be 4chan or whatever, and whichever service it was, Twitter, and they basically gave them the information that they requested. Our company believes that the above posts have disrupted the live music activities of many of our company's writers, including Haru Kaida. We believe that the above posts also have caused discomfort to Nijisanji fans and caused them great inconvenience and worry. Therefore, our company has determined that each of the above posts that were made up there, you know, about the harassing things, about the sending threats, sending violent type of messages and images, all those have caused discomfort and have targeted the person directly. In an extremely malicious act, we have decided to take action against the person concerned. We have filed a lawsuit seeking damages. Additionally, in addition to pursuing civil liability mentioned above, the company filed a damage report with the local police station for the crime of obstruction of business in order to pursue criminal liability. So they're not going for civil liability. They're going for criminal liability. So they're trying to make this a criminal case. Against the subject, which was accepted, we will continue to work resolutely, and pursue criminal responsibility while cooperating and investigating agencies. In addition to this case, there are numerous legal proceedings currently underway, both domestically and internationally, so they're going international now too, regarding acts of defamation and defamation against our company's members. They're mentioning the Raziel thing, I guess, here too, because they consider that defamation. So that's one of their international things. In order to ensure that our company's writers can carry out, writers, livers, they're all the same thing, talents, carry out their activities with peace of mind, and for our fans to truly enjoy our content, we will continue to work with each stakeholder to respond to defamatory acts, etc. And thank you for your continued support. Thank you very much for your understanding. Lastly, we are unable to respond to inquiries, so do not send them inquiries, do not send them requests, do not send them anything like that. Basically, that was June 3rd, which is today. And here's what people are having to say about the whole situation. Kaida Haru challenge Nijisanji is the one that I mentioned before, being harassed online, most prominently on Twitter, so they're filing a lawsuit. While they're at it, since they're talking about defamation and harassment, and then kind of turn yourselves in for transgressions against your former talents, please and thanks. I wonder if the talents will have to pay out of their pockets for this type of lawsuits. Not that long ago, Daisy, a former member of Momoland, mentioned that if she wanted to file those types of lawsuits, they had to pay out of their own pockets. So who knows? Maybe if they seek damages, they don't. I feel like Nijisanji and International Niji can be categorized as somewhat separate entities. Niji JP is Japan, Nijisanji EN is beholden to other laws, and the ID and all those are other laws that make sense. Real issue is that probably the best way to critique Niji is total lack of support for international expansion and supporting its international talents. They had a growing industry and some real talented people. They ruined it through fostering a toxic environment with very little support. Yeah, they didn't do very much to support their people. JP is their territory. Kaida Haru has been getting, they've been getting serious threats, harassment, actual defamation, Twitter, YouTube, anonymous sites while live streaming for the past 2 years. Talks about it in a video. In the video, he said he was going to let it go at first, but since this person continued harassing, so the person they're going after continued harassing after they were told to stop. So at this point, it's their fault, pretty much. Posting gore images. I was right. They're gore images on the stream. The fan Twitter, the fan arts hashtag, as well as other livers and continued spamming. So this is something that someone has done really badly. Received those type of threats while he was preparing for a live show, had to file a lawsuit. He apologized for making fans worried and ended the video by thanking fans for helping with the reports and asked people to consider before posting hateful comments. Also, Any Color mentioned at the end of the document they have ongoing cases in other places. Pretty sure Niji fans know this case because the gore images thing was pretty big deal, and many livers tweeted not to check fan art hashtags, and basically during the whole lockdown they were doing that kind of stuff. So that's never good. Don't do that kind of stuff. And I absolutely agree that it's a positive thing that they're doing this, that it's good that they're doing this, that they should be doing this, that, doing this is not, it won't get anything negative from me, to be perfectly honest with you. Continuing on, we have Nijisisters and their cope, of course. It says, first in line, Doki's next. I don't know, OP missing gone. Drama Bros, Jake finally up. They find anything with Doki? Are we going to see the Streisand effect? So you mean getting another Depth versus Herd? Suppose the victim is exposed, being like, oh yeah, they're thinking Doki's lying. Millie, you're going to get exposed. Yeah, Lyra's going down. They're saying they're going to lose this case. Every other lawsuit they've ever filed. Niji will be the one laughing in the bank. It's bankrupt Dramabird. So they're trying to say that they're going to be, going Raziel or whatever. Posting for shareholders. Nothing ever going to come of this. Yeah, they're probably posting it for shareholders. They're talking about the lawsuit, I'm guessing. Only thing they'll discover is Doki's history of fraudulent accusations. Oh, there's something that's going against Doki. It's really confusing. It seems like it's something against Doki, but they have nothing to sue Doki on, as far as I know. So, nice try. Riku's gonna get so many skeletons in the dark closet, can fill entire courtroom. You know what? Let them proceed. They're basically, people are saying that they're gonna be suing Doki. Nijisisters, I'm so scared. Big Bad Riku's coming to get me. Yes, come after you. Wait, you mean Discovery? Wait, no. Surely they're not that dumb, right? Type of villain monologue that's not gonna end well. Yeah, any kind of lawsuits against people like myself, people like news tubers, me that covers the news and stuff like that, it's not going to go well, especially not here in the US, because I do things in the public interest, and I don't do things, I try to substantiate everything I say. If it's a rumor, I mark it as a rumor. If it is actual fact, I mark it as a fact, or, at least something that has some sort of backing to it. I try to do that just not only to protect ethically myself, ethically, I don't want to, push stuff that isn't substantiated in some way, and if it isn't, then I push it as a rumor. Did they really think Kurosanji can win in a defamation case outside of JP? Yeah, unless it's actually going hard, saying X person did this X and I can prove it type of thing without any actual proof, or this person, hurt this other person X and or assaulted this person X or that kind of stuff like that, then yes, that can possibly be seen as business interference, that kind of thing. But otherwise, I don't think it would be. They're really running out of rats, people to cope with, and the fact the company and Oshi themselves are just horrible people. Mint and Matara were at WrestleTuber. Usan is doubling down on friendship with Doki. They're really just trying to cope, is what this person's saying here. Niji has nothing really against Doki. It's just harassment and bullying, favoritism. Harassment and bullying is easy to discover in Discovery. Just Discord logs in the clique and abusive managers. Favoritism literally points to Vox and Luca. In Discovery, they would get destroyed, is what a lot of people are saying. A quick little rundown. As you know, the Squirrel loves numbers, even though he doesn't understand them. He likes looking at the pretty numbers. So right now, we're going to look at some things. This person asked, where does Kurosanji's main revenue come from? 50% of what their VTubers make from super chats after the 30% that YouTube takes. 98% is from merch. Like, they get 98% of the merch, and as many scumming practices as possible. They get, I think, 30 or 40%, or even maybe a little bit more, of voice packs and things like that. So merch is 2% of the liver, 98% of the corpo. This the PDF, of course, shows all the stuff that's going on here when it comes to all the stuff. Non-favorite livers tiers. It's basically the financial results. It has basically the business highlights for the stuff. This is where they get their main stuff. They get their income from revenue, operating profit, all that kind of stuff. Let's see. Usually they have around here where they actually get their income from. But yeah, it's debut year, number of VTubers. They usually have live streaming revenue, commerce revenue, event revenue, and promotion revenue. That's where they get some of their stuff there. But they also get it directly from their livers. As has been said here, they get 98% of whatever merch is sold. They get a certain percentage from the voice packs. Maybe it's like 70% of the voice pack stuff. They get 50% of what super chats happen. Any other stuff like that, the revenue from any other kind of events and things like that, of course, happen as well. So here we have Smol Lola, which I spoke about the other day. They were accused of directly copying Shy Lily. They have some inspired parts, and they have some parts that are, interesting, and you can have your thoughts about it. I just want to be objective. They're talking to Ilara right now, talking about it. He says she's not faking her voice. She's not farming any pity follows. Not a copycat. I want to take some inspiration. So inspiration is different from being a copycat. That's the way I see it. Inspiration is different from being a copycat, in my opinion. I'm not the horrible person you're all making me out to be. I just want to have this fun hobby. Again, if you don't like me, that's okay. Just don't hate me. Don't hate on me so it doesn't hurt me. I think I'll be privating my account for a while. It's just getting a little too much. I'm getting a new outfit. That'll be more unique. If you don't like me, that's okay. Just leave me alone. And, of course, the new outfit is probably going to help. Sorry this is happening. I think it might be for the best. People forget that there's still an actual person behind it. That's my main thing that I want to put here. There's an actual person behind it. Do not go and harass anybody. Whether you believe they copied or not, I don't believe it's a copy. I believe it's inspiration. Myself, personally. But whether you believe it or not, do not go against them. Just don't do that. It's just not right. This person is a small VTuber. It really affects us a lot of times when people go against us this way. It affects us to, I've had that personally happen to me. It affects us to be called copycats. It affects us to be called, not, non-inspirational, or recalled like, not artistic, not, not having a original bone in our body, that type of thing. It hurts. So just don't go and call people that. If you don't like them, don't follow them, block them, whatever the heck you want to do, but don't be an a-hole and do this kind of stuff, please. So this is the other side of the coin, the one who's really trying to be negative and all that kind of stuff. Wasn't really going to say anything about this whole Smol Lola drama. Yeah, the designs are similar. Yes, small things add up. You can't reinvent the wheel. But when I saw these clips, Lola literally changed her accent to sound like Lily. You can call it, I guess, but I think it's unhinged. Let's take a look. Let's actually listen to what's being said here, and we will, let you guys make that opinion on your own.
This fish is like just stuck there now. Guys are stuck. I can't get you guys to move.
So yeah, they're saying that the accents, the people are saying that the accents, people have accents, especially if you're in the same country as this person, you can have an accent.
Well, good.
Hello. I heard you like VTubers, and if you haven't noticed yet, I happen to be one. Now, I have the solution to all of the problems in your life.
Okay, right, she did change a little bit from the previous one.
Link and like, retweet, and watches you suddenly become happy again.
night, you should definitely go to sleep.
So this is her old one.
If it's late for you, sleep is important. Bro, why is this fucking fish stuck there?
And this is her new one.
I'll reveal my new model. Yippee! Debuted live on Twitch, July 15th, 6 p.m. CE.
So yeah, some people are saying that that's like it's unhinged. Design comparison is, you know, that is not a big issue, but the voice is something that people will point to. I just wanted to give you guys, so you guys make the decision. I'm not going to make a decision on this one. I sent you a DM just setting things straight. I'm assuming you missed the part of the stream where I explained where my accent came from. In the meantime, I would appreciate it if you took this down. I'm getting more than enough hate. Street wanted to stop. Thank you. I didn't miss the part where your entire accent suddenly changes while you speak. You can't keep denying your S, Lola. And please post the hate threats you've been getting that isn't from sock puppet accounts, because I've seen zero. If you wanted to stop, maybe try not being Shy Lily. I guess it's a Shy Lily defender. Accent does not change. It does heighten and lower, which is pretty normal, especially when I'm nervous, upset. Can't deny the things that aren't true, like this. Again, I would love to talk in DMs instead of publicly, when you only enhances the amount of publicity this is getting. You should maybe try listening to yourself then. Apparently someone else had to break it down for you. Compare your old clips that sound nothing like you do now. You took on an accent. Just stop pretending, is what this person's saying.
Where's your accent? What is your accent? Where from? I'm from the UK, but a lot of my family, I have family from like all over the world. I spent quite a lot of my childhood like in places like Spain, Germany. How long have you been in the UK? Because you don't sound it at all. I've been like literally my whole life. I was born in the UK. It's just that I've spent like a lot of my life not being in the UK.
So it says, Smol Lola says her accent, which sounds awfully like Shy Lily, is a chimera of accents from places she's lived. UK, Spain, Germany. First an immigrant, fluent in 3 languages from entirely separate families. This is not how accents work. So these people are trying to, you know, basically say, the name is phonetic, play on lilies. You can play tribute to your heroes, but then a line is crossed is going in a little bit like that. So yeah, people are starting to give more information on the other side. I'm just trying to give all sides. You guys make your decision. I'm not going to say one way or the other, because that would mean that I would be playing sides. I don't want to play sides. I want to just give you guys the information out there. Niji officials and Hololive slanderer Ashiki is now followed by another Niji JP liver, Makaino Ririmu. So this person, as we remember, slandered a bunch of Hololive people, Suisei, other people like that, slandered them directly. Was a mod for, I think, 3 different Nijisanji JP livers. So they have, you know, had a lot of bad stuff. Please recap. Wasn't that person the mods Niji JP liver to slander Suisei? Yes, of course. Any way as stated, please provide context. Remember, there are 2 ways to upload screenshots: pictures, what is done, or inline pictures in a normal post that will allow you to post the context of the pictures. And it says, how does this person who hails from a community that hates female VTubers and treats existing ones like trash even be a mod for female VTuber talents in a corpo? Because, I mean, if you're friends with somebody in you know, IRL, then a lot of times you add them as mods, and that can sometimes bite you in the butt, which has bitten me in the butt before. Assuming that we're not prior friends, acquaintances, if I were close to eye to ignore the dark and cloud looming over Niji, I'd say that talents might not be aware of people they interact with other than surface level information. That's very true. Just be X person interacts with X person and is friended by this person who I know in Nijisanji, so I'm gonna follow them. Point is, I don't use guilty by association to condone someone. Maybe X person was bad in the past and have changed for the better. You never know, they could have changed for the better. And also, I'm just gonna say that most likely the Nijisanji liver is ignorant of all the things happening. If you're not a person like myself that keeps in touch with all the news that's happening in the VTuber world, you're not going to be aware of the things that are going on here. So I don't blame the Nijisanji liver for following them. No one can really say what's happening for sure. Doki, including a Clipper and a YouTube page that has past controversy surrounding them, but eventually fizzled out. Yeah, people are going to have controversy, especially if you're part of Twitter. You're going to have controversies. I'm not going to knock the Makaino Ririmu for doing, following this person at all, because they may not even know who this person is other than other people follow them. People here are asking why Yugo Asuma's contract is terminated, and it was still a secret. Like, people were a secret. It could have been something in the background with contracts. A lot of people assume the Yugo thing was because Usan, if I'm not mistaken, Yugo is Usan. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. But Usan wanted the rights to all of their music. Nijisanji wanted to keep all the rights to the music. and basically everything's still a secret because the silencing contract is still in effect. That Yugo was living in Japan, I think Japanese citizen at the time, a termination was done, so they had to keep things quiet. From what I heard, it was something to do with disagreement regarding song music. It's not something concerning, some people think. Actually, a good thing Niji let Usan let go in good terms, at least graduated instead of terminated, because now Usan is doing an amazing job. They're controversy-free. They're doing, amazing music. They had a concert that was, broadcast in the middle of Tokyo or in the middle of a city in Japan. They're doing a very good job, but yeah, it was about music rights from what I understand, and it was a good reason to leave, in my opinion. They created their own monster. Some people think they have, some people think they haven't. The ex-Niji talents are not going to be able to join all of the VCR rust and all that kind of stuff. Sajam Slam started with Rosemi and Vivi, and the former massive Tekken fan, even recognized by Hada themselves. Sajam Slam 2, they weren't invited. Rosemi and Vivi didn't come back, and a certain Tomato participated. Quite hard for Doki to join VCR because the game created to make opportunity to interact all players on VCR. There's many members of Nijisanji JP there, so probably Doki won't be in there. It's still possible she has her own team on there, and it's actually Niji opportunity to make good face by making good relationship with Doki. At least their livers probably will. The livers really don't care for the most part. At least that's my opinion on this whole thing. Even when Termination Fiasco, I don't think Selene Doki would be invited anytime soon, considering her lack of Japanese fluency. There's also a similar thread on V-Psycho 6, was announced recently. My thoughts from there, I feel Niji will treat JP branch as a separate entity and still allow them to participate in these huge events without any kind of marking oh, you can't do this because this person's here. JP talents are kept isolated and are mostly unaware from everything that happened in EN. It's unlikely that Niji outright bans them because they will raise questions and rumors. Yeah, they won't outright ban them from, going to places that Doki's a part of. They're unlikely to get permission to join. They're chosen by the host open because ego or contained situation. I don't think Nijisanji's going to do that because it'll look really bad. It'll look even worse. They'll go to tournaments like Apex and things like that. More and more of their members become former members. It's going to get harder for them to blackball people. Doki's star continues to rise. Of course, it's going to continue to rise. There's going to be more tournaments that she's going to be a part of. We're going to have to see how Nijisanji treats her in the end. This is a person saying that in Indonesia is a big market that Nijisanji just seemed to have thrown away for whatever reason. We don't know exactly why they threw away. It's a shame. Niji was the first to come to Indonesia. They had a chance to make Niji dominant player in the region, in the Southeast Asia region. They're a big group back then, but the short-sighted management just cut them off. They did, and then they merged them. It was short-term gains instead of long-term planning. On the other hand, Yago started ID branch small, grow it slowly, only 3 at a time, have patience, wait for the community to build up. Think Yago is going to laugh even when Ajima's biggest competitor made such a bad move. And here we go. It's basically train station lead ads for the Stars Anniversary ID for Indonesia. This is a fan thing, of course. This is a fan-made thing, but they're having all of these things, of course, approved by Hololive and allowed to use the IPs from Hololive. Hololive allows a lot of these things to happen as long as you let them know that it's going to happen. They allow a lot of these things to happen because they know the fans are usually the ones that give you the best advertising. Because if it's a fan project, it shows how good they are. Ads will be showing every 6 minutes. There will be 2 different video ads, and all these places, the location list in all these places, it has a ton of different places. Look at all these things. 4 freaking pages of a lot of train ads. They're doing a ton of stuff, and it's stuff that it's fans doing it. So if Nijisanji would have actually paid attention to how big this area is, they would have actually had the support like Hololive does right now. A bit of a short meme thing for you guys. It's 2:30 a.m. I can't sleep, and I made this thing. Enjoy! I didn't think there was any harassment going on. I didn't notice any favoritism from Vox Akuma, of course. This caused me so much anger on her behalf. I considered graduating with her in solidarity. Seriously. All bark and no bite. Absolutely. This whole thing did make blah blah, but it is part of the whole thing. Still can't believe this is something that actually happened. Normal person who games or someone who wants to be an idol. No. And the whole Drake, yes. Some guy who does that kind of assault. Roleplay ASMR. Yeah. That is just, oof, my goodness. Mein Gott. Does Vox rather than Ryoma? It was Vox. Let's see. He does the S assault ASMR, which is freaking dumb. OP might be talking about Vox, who often did a R play ASMR. Screenshot of the commentary in one of Vox's ASMR streams. Have the link. So this whole thing is freaking holy crap. This whole thing is holy crap. Choking you again? Oh god. Yeah, that is a meme in and of itself, dude. Like doing that kind of stuff is a meme in and of itself. That is all for right now. Of course, comment, like, and subscribe down below. Thank you for being here. Of course, I love having the conversations with you guys. I love having these things with you guys, and I do appreciate it whenever you guys do comment. Take a look at my description for my socials. There's a Discord, there's Twitter, there's other places that you can check me out, Twitch, etc. And also check on your screen right now, because there might be a video that you might enjoy. Thank you.